Anyway.
On my show. Hey, people. It's your girl, Maddie from Top Rope Squishy, if you didn't already know. And we are live here. Obviously, I have my guest here, but before I let him introduce himself, if you're in the room and you haven't hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And links are in the description for my guest, but I'm going to let him introduce himself, which you guys should know who he is already. And tell people where to follow you, your new podcast, which has been going on for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
You plug your album again, all of that.
Oh, okay. So hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me come back. Oh, hi. How are you guys? Sunny midnight. I'm glad to meet you. You can you can catch my album on SoundCloud. It's called Majestic. Okay, and so that came out a couple of months ago. I got a couple of singles I dropped over the last month or so. You can check out. Got another one called Swipe. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's about online dating. What's the name? Podcast. Nothing is Off Limits podcast. You can check that out on NIOL podcast on YouTube. Midnight EXP 17 Universal everywhere. YouTube, IG, Twitter, your mama's basement, whatever.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I was here finishing off your questions because my guests always go on the hot seat. So I don't care how many times you've been on the show, you're always gonna get hot seat questions. Now,
actually, I think this is my 8th.
Woo! I gotta count. Like, people, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna count to see how many times you've been on and Lou has been on, because I do believe it's between you and Lou.
Hey, look, for the 10th episode, we gotta do something special.
We do. I gotta see how many times y'all been on, and then I gotta bring y'all on together and have it be like a party. So let me see.
How with Lou? All he gonna do is call me Miss Cleo.
No.
No.
Y'all some funny people. Like I could not. I was dying all night. That was so funny. I like that we can joke like that. People too sensitive these days.
Yeah, no, I joke too much to be sensitive. Like, I throw way too many jokes for me not to be able to take it.
See, Sonny is hilarious.
I try to be.
That's two on my show.
I'm surprised I could actually do it right.
Yeah. I can't even do it right.
I don't know. That's the first time I tried it for real. And like, I actually got it right on the first try. Home run, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
No,
you close to the run. Close. I'm starting to wonder about myself at this point that I can do this so well.
No, you're just versatile. You can just do many different things. That's all it is.
I'm multifaceted.
That's right. There you go.
I'm talented.
Music, you make music. You have podcasts. You're funny. It's no limit.
Now, if I could transfer that to finances, I'd be. Hey, shit. What about broke ass?
Word. Where it started. I want one of those in the future. How it started and how it's going. And it better be, like 10 times better.
It would be fucked up if it started and it was like this, and then like it started like the ending, and it's like them at a cardboard. Help me, please.
Then it's worse.
For money. Like, I don't want to be like, I will sing for money. Like, please don't have me on the streets.
I don't want to sing for money either. I don't want to sing for money. I want to say hello to everybody in the room. Thank you guys for joining. I see We Love Wrestling's in the house. Anna, Courtney, No Neck Bone Tone. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to discuss Blood and Guts. And I mean, holy shit. But before we get into that 1 hour long main event, What did you give Blood and Guts from 1 to 10? Like what's the overall for you?
I'm gonna have to give it a 9. I give it a 9 because that main event was pay-per-view quality.
100%. 100%. We got spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you there. I am a strong 9. Maybe even
I do have one thing I want to say about that match, but we'll wait.
We're gonna get there for sure because that match was so long. There's so much to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. It started well, what was obviously your favorite match of the night had to be the Blood and Guts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with Orange Cassidy and Ethan Page.
Standard match,
and it was so hilarious.
yeah.
Because obviously Orange Cassidy is a jokester.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said on my last show, he tends to be underrated, even though he's super skillful. So a lot of people don't realize that he's like so skillful, like he can do so many different things, and his act is so comedic that sometimes it takes away, I think, from his skills if you're not really paying attention. But that match was actually, it was standard, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And I didn't realize how massive Ethan Page is.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
That's a big fucking guy.
Big.
Holy, did you know he was that big? Because I didn't.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
He always looked bigger than average, right? But when he was standing next to Orange Cassidy and the ref, I was like, he's a fucking giant. Like, when did he start eating his Wheaties? Like, was he always this big?
Yeah, he was always that big. I mean, it was just see, I think with Orange Cassidy, and he doesn't wrestle a whole lot, so you don't see what he can do a whole lot. See, like if he was wrestling on a consistent basis, then you'd see him turn it on a little bit more, and people would be like, oh, okay. But because you mainly see him in the managerial role, and he does his little gimmick and whatever, you kind of forget about his wrestling ability at times. And then when you think of a comedy person, you generally focus so much on there that like I've always said, like that's what always made me so mad about R-Truth is that they made him a comedy person and he doesn't have great. But this dude, if you made him serious, this man can do great matches. So you forget about it because he's a comedy guy. Yeah. Same thing with Orange Cassidy. He's a comedy guy. You forget about it because he doesn't wrestle that much. But then you have Forbidden Door, and him and Will Ospreay tear the roof off the place. I didn't think he could do it.
Amazing. I spoke so much about that match on my last show. I knew that Ospreay was going to retain. That was what I predicted. I had seen Ospreay, I think, in like a group in his faction in the Aussie, open thing. And I thought he was good, but I didn't get to really see him showcase himself. But holy shit, he's amazing. I had never really seen Ospreay wrestle. I knew who he was because the internet has been talking about him for years. And of course, if I start hearing about some wrestler and, some people hate him, some people love him. I don't think there's any in-betweens. Like, it's either one or the other. I love him. I can't help it. I don't care what. Is he an asshole? Did he do some asshole shit? I don't care. Yes, I do.
I don't think so. I don't think he did. But Ospreay is always like, I've watched him in New Japan. He's an amazing dude. My whole thought process wasn't the fact of Ospreay on this match. I was concerned of Cassidy being in this match because I was like, I know Ospreay can just kill it. Like, you put Ospreay in there with just about anybody, he's going to have an incredible match. Now, Cassidy, I was like, can he keep up with Ospreay? Yep, apparently so.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like, that's where you get to see Orange Cassidy can wrestle. Like, he can go. And I mean, he used to wrestle on the indies. I've seen him in the indies. He's done all kinds of matches. He's done quite a few intergender, a few with my homegirl, Chris Statlander. And I said this also on my last show. The first Canadian destroyer that Chris Statlander has ever taken in her life was from Orange Cassidy. He gave her very first. So, you know, he holds a special place in my heart. Marcus, the villain, he loves Orange Cassidy. That's his fave. And, you know, I can see Orange Cassidy doing something with the TNT belt in the future. But I do believe that it's going to be Wardlow next week for that.
No, well, first of all, Marcus is addicted to Abaddon. So I don't know. It might be more of an Abaddon thing for him.
He loves Abaddon. He loves Abaddon. So do you know Layla Gray?
Yeah, yes, a little bit. I mean, I've seen her wrestle quite a few times on Elevation and Dark.
Yes. So Layla Gray, indie wrestler. She's been in Mission Pro. We Love Wrestling and I have interviewed her prior to her even touching AEW. I was really excited to see her against Jade, although I knew there was no way she's dethroning Jade. That was a good match.
You think that she's about to be a baddie?
Oh, yes. I think she's about to become a baddie, maybe temporarily. I'm not sure if forever because of Red Velvet being injured. We're going to talk about injuries because holy shit. But yes, I think she is going to be a baddie. And I think they're doing that because Jade needs two baddies because she needs somebody on either side, and they needed somebody that wasn't much bigger, I think, than Red Velvet. Like, I think they're trying to, you know, make sure they keep this going until Velvet is back.
I think that what's going to happen is they're going to have her as the second baddie, and then when Red Velvet comes back, Red Velvet's going to it's going to go one of two ways.
Get out my spot.
So if Layla does her job the right way and she gets over, then she'll stick around probably. And maybe there might be three, or maybe she might still get kicked out, but whatever. You know,
right.
But if she doesn't and she's just a spot filler, then Red Velvet's coming back and kicking her ass out.
You know, it'd be great to keep her as a baddie. The more the merrier. And I mean, it's Jade. She does very well with all these people by her side and you know, I don't know, just making her look great. I mean, she doesn't need nobody to look great. Jade is a fucking goddess. Yeah. And I love Jade. I do. I love Jade. I like Jade. I've loved Jade since she came out. The only thing I didn't like, which was her very, very first promo ever. And it was her very first promo ever.
What you talking about with when Brandy came at her?
Yeah, that she dropped like a whole promo and it was like 5 minutes long, and I felt like it was going on too long, and you can tell she was a little nervous. But boy, this woman, when she wants to do something, apparently she puts her mind and soul into it because she's fucking phenomenal. Like, she just went, she's like, oh, y'all don't like me because I'm here. I'm like Sunny's screen in the back. I'm green as hell. Okay, I gotcha. She went boom, 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 every match. And still, she just keeps going better and better and better. Her promos, her in-ring presence, when she grabs the mic, the moves she does, they're getting more crispy. You can tell she's getting more comfortable with throwing hits because I know that she probably fears that she's going to hurt somebody. I actually seen a clip of her training with Bryan Danielson, and there was a move that he wanted her to try, and she's like, I can't do that because she was afraid she was going to hurt the other person. So, you know, Jade, we love that bitch in this house. So
and look. Once she, you know, fully gets there, like, I think that whoever dethrones her, whether it be Athena or Statlander, she's next up for that championship because you can't just have that type of woman just doing nothing.
Thank you.
Can't. You can't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want it to be like this. I want Athena to lose and Statlander to then be like, I'm revenging. Like, you're not getting away that fast. I'm going for it now. You know what I mean? And getting it. And I think
or it could be the opposite way.
Well,
I mean, I know the way you want it, but I'm saying it could go the opposite way though.
No, I don't want Chris Statlander to go for it to lose. I
didn't say you. I said I know you don't want it to go that way, but it could go the opposite way.
Do you understand me? It's not an option. So
Gotcha.
I need to see my homegirl with a belt. I was very happy with Thunder Rosa getting her belt.
Wait, hold on. I got something pictured in my brain now. If they ever decide to bring those tag team titles, those women's tag team titles in, imagine Jade and the baddies with all the gold.
No. I'm joking. It can happen. And you know what? For the sake of the faction, it would be great. Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan getting the tag belts. And then having Kiera
Jade with the world.
Who?
And Jade with the world title?
Yes. Oh, yes. Jade can definitely be the one. See, because this is what I'm thinking. Athena or Chris are going to take that belt off of her. And then she's going to come back because she ain't never going to take that L. Even when she takes that L, she's going to be like, that's what I wanted because I needed to free up this waist for the other belt that I'm coming for. So Thunder Rosa, prepare, whatever. And then she's going to take it from Thunder. And I feel that Jade is going to lose her belt sometime between now and All Out. Maybe at All Out.
Yeah. But if she does beat Thunder Rosa, that means Thunder Rosa has never beat Jade. Never. She's faced Jade, I think, 3 times already. She has never beaten her. And if she loses for the title, that would be a great turnaround story for Jade having the world title and then holding it for like a good almost year or so. And then she comes back around and finally beats Jade.
And takes it back. I love that. I do. I think that long-term storytelling does work. Look at Wardlow and MJF. When that shit came to its conclusion and he got powerbombed 10 times, I think everybody felt the way I did. Very fucking
I'm going to say this, though. Okay, I know people believe, MJF is the greatest villain since sliced bread. Okay, I get it. And he is good. Don't get it wrong. But now that he's gone on the show for a little bit, not because of injury, because, all of whatever's.
Yeah, because of the drama.
Christian is seemingly taking that spot right now.
Let's talk about that. Christian Cage promo.
Christian is becoming the biggest heel in that damn company right now.
He said, I wish your entire family was dead, but not your mama. Call me motherfucker. What?
See, because the difference between MJF and Christian is like a slick asshole.
Yes.
Like MJF is just like MJF is just a straightforward. You see, he's just a complete douchebag type of dude.
You know what's coming from MJF, but Christian Cage, you're like, oh, he's gonna apologize. You're gonna apologize. What? And then, can you explain to me, because I don't get it.
Luchasaurus?
Yes, I know he went heel. He changed his mask.
Take the damn mask off. Take the damn mask off, man.
I would like for him to take his mask off if he's gonna do this, because it's so people are like, because I'm like, I don't get how Luchasaurus just flipped the switch like this with no real context. It's just from one second to the other. You just saw him crescendo your boy, but you're gonna come out and be like,
well, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna tell it, backwards tell it, because when they usually end up jumping ahead before something was told, they'll go back and let you know. But it's probably gonna be like Christian's been whispering in his ear the entire time, and then on top of that, that's why he was like, yo, remember what happened to Marco? So he got let go, and then he's like, hey, yo, look, they're always positioning Jungle Boy as that dude, but what about you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so when it, and for me, I love the beginning of AEW. I mean, even though of course I had a lot of problems in the beginning, but I think it's time to get rid of all the gimmicky shit and just let it go, because it's now turning into a more realistic feel. And so get rid of the Luchasaurus, get rid of the Dark Order bullshit. And I mean, like, for me, because like, here's my thing, you can bring the Dark Order back but most of their people are gone anyway.
Yeah, I like the gimmicks. I think that the gimmicks make it fun. I don't think everybody should be gimmicky, but I think,
But a dead dinosaur?
I mean, I'm good with him not having that character anymore. Correct. Yeah. Like, the dinosaur can go. Although Courtney does not agree with you, the mask should stay on because she says he ain't pretty.
Wait, actually, I heard.
I saw his face, and he's not bad looking.
I heard he wasn't bad looking.
Everybody has their types, so.
But then again, if it's not Poppy, Courtney don't like them.
Then he likes
yeah.
Poppy, or Trent. We got your number, Court. Dominican Lou said that he did what he did, that Luchasaurus did what he did because he's a dumb ass dinosaur. So let me touch on that. So people were like online, because I was like, I don't get it. Like, because Sean from Fightful posted it, he's like, Luchasaurus is going here. And I'm like, Sean, I don't fucking get it. Like, why did he do that? And of course, I got a lot of those. Duh, he's a dinosaur, he's stupid. Yeah, but if y'all remember, when he first came out, he was dropping whole promos. He was talking. He wasn't dumb. They dumbed him down with the time. He used to talk. He was not mute. So he wasn't growling and grunting at people. I don't know where this came from.
Sticking his green tongue out.
I'm like,
lizard.
I'm like, what happened to him? Did somebody hit him over the head? Like, what the fuck happened? He went dumb. Like,
I don't know. That man had a Matrix glitch in his brain. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm expecting him, like when they were dropping promos, when they finally did this switch and made him stupid, Christian Cage would say something, Jungle Boy would say something, and then they put the camera on him, and he's just like, rah! I'm like, what the fuck?
But see, the thing is, too, is even when he was dropping promos down, it was still stupid to me. I mean, because it was like, yeah, because I'm from 3 million years ago. Like, oh, God, all right.
My mom. Whatever. Drop the whole. Okay, so here's what I think real quick about this whole situation with Luchasaurus, because it's the only thing that makes sense to Maddie. He's playing dumb. He's not dumb. He's playing Christian Cage. And when Jungle Boy returns, they're going to turn together on Christian Cage. And that is what I think is going to happen.
I think they might actually make a feud between Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
You think they're going to break up the tag now that they don't have?
What's the point of it at this point? Like, all right, they've been together for 3 years.
Yeah.
They won the tag titles, which their tag title run was not that spectacular. And at this point, they need to do something different. And as I said before, they're moving away from the gimmick shit. So
a little bit, yeah, a little bit. But then, like Dominican Lou says, we'd have to lose Orange Cassidy.
No, we don't, because that's not overly gimmicky. Like, it's not a dead dinosaur. It's not,
the dead dinosaur has to go. I agree.
Yeah, like now, like House of Black is like this like cultish thing. That's fine. Orange Cassidy is just like the cool, lazy dude who wants to work when he wants to work when he wants to work. That's fine. Dark Order, I can hit or miss with me. I mean, like, it's a fine joint. I just feel like it's been together too long and everybody is leaving. So you might as well go ahead and do something different with it. Yeah, and if you want to do a reunion in like a year, 2 or 3, cool. But you know.
Yeah, today was Alan Angel #5's last contracted day at AEW.
See you later.
I'm a big fan of Alan Angel. So here's the thing, and this is clearly different for everybody. I also am a huge Sammy Guevara vlog watcher. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say I'm huge on it, I'm talking about I watch it on schedule. Like when Tuesdays come through, I'm like, Sammy's vlog drops at 2 p.m. Whatever. Yes. And that is where I got to know Flavor.
No, Courtney.
I'm going to leave that on the screen while we talk.
Poppy. You want that Poppy, huh? You want that Poppy?
Mm-hmm. Say he's family. So.
Or do you want question mark?
No. No. I forgot what I was saying. This is so.
Mm-hmm.
What was I talking about?
Shit, I don't know. Oh, look, man. When somebody says something towards me, I got to go. I just
completely forgot because of Shut Up, Sonny. Well, Courtney, you completely made me forget what I was talking about. Age. Do y'all in the room remember what we were talking about? Like, I just lost my train of thought.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
What were we talking about? Gimmicks and shit.
We were talking about gimmicks.
No, Alan Angel.
Yes, thank you, Alan Angels. God damn, he's forgettable.
You see what? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Why you think I'm not mad?
I was talking about the vlog. So I watched the vlog, and this is how I got to know Alan Angels. Is I got to know Aaron Solo, QT Marshall, like their characters.
Those two are gonna be gone too. No, not QT, but
Aaron Solo.
Aaron's gonna be gone at some point.
And Nick Camarado.
No, he's too big.
You
gotta keep him.
He's
one of those big guys that you can beat, and like it can be something like a mid-card monster. Like you keep him at that mid-card monster. Like Lance Archer's like the upper mid-card monster. And so is Luchasaurus. You know, but like you got your like real monster. Wait, what the hell is that?
That's all right. So we're about to give you a little Spanish lesson.
Yes, please.
Sigues fumando hierba means keep smoking herb.
Smoke weed every day.
Because of my memory. So he's like, go ahead, keep smoking. I haven't smoked at all today. Not once. So
I haven't smoked in like 5 days. So that's why maybe my memory came fucking back.
Blessings to you, sir. I don't know how you do it. But
I had to make a little conscious decision to chill for a second because work was starting to suffer a little bit. So I had to.
No. I only do it on off hours because
I was getting pissed off. I told you what I did.
Maddie can't function. So I can't function. Listen. Mm-hmm. So the Max Caster.
Wait. Alan Darson. No. Alan Angel. Hold on. Let me stay there real quick. Alan Angel is not. He's a great wrestler. Okay, but he was never a needle mover. He would have always been an opening card, somebody or a lower mid card guy that would have gave you a decent match, but he was never going to do anything. I mean, like Tony Nese is over him, so like you're not going to really do anything. Aaron Solo, he's not going to be there too much longer. I can tell because he's not a needle mover.
Yeah, they do like a lot of dark matches.
Yeah, Camarado's going to be there because he's a young, big guy. And QT is going to be there because he trains 95% of them.
Correct. QT is not going nowhere because he works with the talent. Aaron Solo might. And somebody on social media said when Sammy put a little, like Sammy retweeted Alan Angel's goodbye and with a heart, and then somebody posted the vlog curse. Yeah, Marco. You have Alan. Now you're talking about Aaron. these are all the people on his vlog. These are part of the vlog. So,
but then again, can you really call it the vlog? I mean, because eventually a lot of these people are gonna leave anyway. So
the vlog crew has turned into a Sammy and Ty kind of vlog, and that's fine because some people are not for their relationship, but I absolutely love them together. You can tell they love each other, and they're just like over the fucking moon. Enjoy your lives. Like, you guys are at the height of your lives right now. You're on TV all the time. You're super, super famous. You're young. You're making money. You're traveling the world. You have a hot girlfriend. Sammy, to me, his face is not my type of face.
Well, Sammy is more, he's now transitioned into, I want to see his ass get kicked heel.
Yes.
And that's still money because people will pay to see him lose or get his ass kicked or somebody finally get their come up on. And if when he does win, it pisses the people off.
Yes.
And you want that. Like, that's why they keep doing it. That's why they keep tonguing down in front of you. They know that y'all are mad and y'all going to tune in and throw things at the TV and be mad in the audience. And you're going to keep coming back.
Courtney with the...
But you're going to keep watching. You're going to keep watching, Courtney.
Listen.
You're going to do this, Courtney. Damn.
Courtney.
That's what you're going to do, Courtney, and still watch.
I like Sammy and Ty. And when they are getting ready to make out, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see this. But that's why they're doing it, because, you know, they weren't really tonguing each other down like that until people started hating on them. They're like, we're going to give you something to hate. So there you go. And
Lord. Well, we going. I'm not going to talk about that one.
Lou said he only smokes on days that end in Y. I'm not kidding. There it is.
Why don't you just say with the Y at the beginning, year?
For real. Me too.
Like you smoke every damn year.
I only smoke on days that end on Y as well. All right. Because we're gonna get.
I smoke on days that I want to. I smoke on days I want to slap people. That's every day.
Courtney, you didn't watch Blood and Guts? Oh my God, it was so good. All right. We had Danhausen,
Not a fan.
We're gonna get to him. He said, I'm not a fan. He just wanted to make sure that he put this out here before we keep going.
Okay.
All right. He had guest fighters for himself because he was going up against Max Caster and the Gun Club. The team that came out for him was FTR. Wonderful. So I think Courtney didn't watch yesterday because the show itself did not appeal to her because she don't like Danhausen. She doesn't like Sammy. So
you didn't watch because of two people?
I mean, you know, that can really change your view. Like, you might not want to see it. You might not want to see them on your TV.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't watch WWE because Vince McMahon, so yeah.
Right. So, you know, it's really up to the people. And I mean, Courtney supports the product. She just doesn't support everyone. And that's fine. Support the wrestlers. You know what I mean? Not the companies, because wrestlers come and go as we have seen happening. Anyway, this match was funny. I am not a fan of Danhausen.
Damn, how many people you hate, Courtney?
No, she really doesn't like Jericho. Or Sammy. I didn't know about Danhausen, but I'm gonna add that one to the list. Courtney, I'm running out of space.
Courtney, should we just I'll just make this whole wall and I'll just start writing names that you don't like, right?
Every time, right?
All the way down. Every time.
So and to Anna, who says she used to like Jericho and she hates him as a heel. That's actually correct. That's how you're supposed to feel about him. But Courtney legitimately, no kayfabe involved, doesn't like Jericho. So Oh, and before I move on with this match, Courtney and Shar of Off the Top Ropes will be debuting their own show in July. So look out for that. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be on Saturdays. Looking forward to that. It's going to be great.
Will it have Poppy merchandise?
I don't know. Maybe Poppy and Moxley. The Shar loves Moxley. So, but yeah. So the Max Caster rhyme was. It was one of his older type of styles. He really went in, and it was hilarious. I don't know about you, but Anthony Bowens is a fucking star. He is so fucking funny. I just wait for their entrance because I love the raps, even though some of them they're cheesy. It's so funny. And
Sesame Daddy ass.
Yes, that's it. Yes, Sesame Daddy.
You know what?
He introduces, he's like, wherever they're at, the acclaimed have arrived. Then he starts making them chant ass boys. And it's just, they're
but you know what though?
They're awesome.
The thing that I like about AEW is if they get injured, they still give them something to do to get over. Like, let's be honest, Anthony Bowens was not over even when they was teaming, but the star was Max and Bowens was just there.
Not anymore.
Now he's an actual star himself now, and he's not even wrestling.
No. I'm so happy he got out of the wheelchair, which means he's getting much better. I can't wait till he's back because before Anthony Bowens got injured, he was on fire. He was wrestling singles competition all the time and doing fucking amazing. Hey, Alex Coquito in the house. Kiki! Thanks for passing by, Alex. We appreciate you.
But you know what though, and one thing about the older talent that they have, like they're not them like these closed-minded older generation talents that don't know how to evolve. Like Billy Gunn is like damn near 60, looks like a monster, and he is like one of the most funniest, coolest dudes ever. And then you got Christian, who's able to adapt. And like you got all of these older people that are in this company that are able to adapt and not be stiff and stuck. And
yes. What up, Kyle? Thanks for dropping by. So yes, this happened after the match ended because Danhausen got the pin. After FTR, of course, did a lot of the work. Billy Gunn turned on his ass kids.
His ass kids.
Daddy ass must really like scissoring if he chose the acclaimed over his own kids. Yup. That's how it goes.
Well, he always showed favoritism towards the acclaim. Like even in the first promo, he was like, he like what was it? Like the kids were saying something, and then he was like, what was it? I think Max says something. He was like, yeah, you're my favorite or some shit like that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. I love it. I don't know who thought of putting the acclaimed and the Gun Club together, but it works. It works.
Because I think what's his name? The not the young the other rapper, the one who raps too. Not Colton.
Oh, Austin.
You used to call him ass.
I was about to call him Aston.
But like you stuck with ass, huh? All right, cool.
You're an ass boy through and through. It's over. That's it.
But yeah, Austin Gunn, because he raps too, and I think like him and Max have been talking back and forth, trying to like do something, and then like once it was like, okay, let's put the group together. And then it made even more sense when Bowens got, hurt. You can still do that. They need to bring these trios titles. They got to.
Absolutely. And it's probably going to happen before the year's over because there's so many trio factions now. And they're like being real direct about building them. They're not like happening by mistake for the most part. By the way, I read, and I can't remember what where I read it, but Moxley actually stated that Wheeler Yuta getting into the Black Combat Pool Club was by accident. He was supposed to wrestle somebody else, Moxley, and that person, after they were supposed to come to AEW, become All Elite, some dirt dropped about them. I can't remember what the name of the wrestler is, but some dirt dropped, and you know how AEW is. If they know that you got dirt, they don't want to fuck with you like that, and so they didn't even bother bringing him in. And so they're like, somebody has to replace this guy, and they ended up using Wheeler Yuta, and fast forward, here we are. I think him leaving Best Friends is the best thing that ever happened to him. No shade on Best Friends.
No, plenty of shade. No, I got plenty of shade.
I love Best Friends.
I don't. I never did. Look, they they are a gimmicky tag team that holds everybody back. I'm telling you. Look at Statlander. Look at Statlander now. She is no longer with them, and what is she doing? She's soaring. Get damn Yuta away from him. What's happening now? This man is old. Like, dude, the fucking roof blew off the place when this man came in.
It's true.
You think that's gonna happen with Best Friends?
No. I mean, when Trent came out,
nobody give a fuck about no Trent.
Sonny, Court gonna beat your ass. Look, here's the thing. I give a fuck about Trent. I was very happy when
Courtney, you have to chase me first, and you can't catch me.
Sonny, fast. Listen. I can't get that out of my head.
I'm gonna get this though. How do you feel about that Mid-Atlantic belt?
Perfectly fine, because I was for Pac winning. I wanted Pac.
No. I mean the belt in it by itself.
I think the way the belt looks, or just the whole championship in itself.
No, the whole reasoning for it, like what it's supposed to do.
I mean, if they actually do what they saying they're gonna do with the belt, which is take it internationally and defend it and all this other stuff, then excellent. Because
so it's the open weight belt, like in New Japan,
something like that. Yeah. So like, because Pac, for one, you know, when he won it, I was like, yes, they did the fucking right thing, because Pac's been in there from the beginning, and his bros won tag belts, and he's just been sitting there, and he's a fucking phenomenal wrestler, not getting his dues. Guy might be 5 feet tall, but when he's in the ring, he's like 6 feet tall, and he really works, and he's great. His promos are fire. They're like vignettes, and I'm sitting here like, yes, I love Miro as a champ. He was my favorite, Rip Brody Lee, but he was my favorite TNT champion to this day, even though Scorpio's belt is my favorite. But I didn't want to see Miro get this championship, because I'm like, you have, you know, not the fourth guy that came in to replace the guy from NJPW that couldn't come. But you have, you know, 2 guys, Malachi Black and Pac, who are part of AEW, who have not gotten belts in AEW. And I'm like, this is the way that you spread the wealth. Give this belt to Pac. Pac is always in his country. You know, he's always over there. He's perfect for it. He's going to be traveling. You know what I mean? So they did the right thing. I'm looking forward to the belt doing something. I have hopes. I do. Well, I always give the benefit of the doubt. So.
Well, Miro, sorry, my cousin texted me out of nowhere talking about you good, fam. Like I was messed up or something. Like, dog, I'm cool. But anyway, like, no, you know when somebody texts you like, yo, you good, fam? And it's like, am I like down or something? Like, I don't know. But anyway,
you all right?
Well, first of all, Courtney, you ran track, huh? Understand something. When a black man is chased, it's a different level of speed. Secondly, all right, it's a different level of speed, baby. You ain't gonna chase no black man, then you just gonna have a smooth run. Like, nah. I'm gonna be putting some hurdles in you. Yep, you want me to get some trash cans in your way too. I hope you can jump 100 meter. Anyway, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And so, no, this is like Miro is great. Like he doesn't need the title because the way his already built-in storyline for himself is I'm shunned by God, and so I'm just going to terrorize everything. And he doesn't need the title. Now, this differently stand for Lance Archer, because I feel like Archer is floundering, but at the same time, he's going to New Japan for the G1. So maybe that might give him some reinvigoration. But
Courtney on fire today.
Why are you calling people names, Courtney? Why are you so angry today? What did somebody like knock over your Cheerios? Like did somebody steal your cookie? You know what I'm saying? Did somebody
the AEW show we talking about was not her favorite, so she's not happy.
What she directing all this sauciness to me? Like, what is with all this negativity, Courtney?
She's a heel. Oh, that explains everything. I'm a heel, boo. That's heel Courtney.
Boo. That's Trent, baby. You cheating. I'm gonna hit up Trent. I'm gonna hit up Trent. Be like, yo, girl calling me boo now.
Ooh. Yo, let's get into it. Blood and guts.
All right, let's go.
Holy shit, finally. I was like, if the Blackpool Combat Club, Eddie Kingston, and Proud and Powerful lose, I ain't watching Dynamite for 3 weeks. Like I'm shutting it down for 3 weeks. Like I need a moment. They won, and we're gonna get into everything that happened, but fucking Santana got injured.
Yeah.
I was like, why isn't he on top of the cage? You know, like when I didn't notice that he got injured. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't.
So much chaos, right? There was just so much going on. And when they won, they won by, so on the top, in case for anybody who didn't see it, the way it ended was you had Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, and Eddie Kingston had Chris Jericho in a submission hold, and then behind him was new Blackpool Combat Club member.
I'm wish mouth.
God, Claudio Castellani, bald-headed dude for anybody who doesn't know who the hell I'm talking about. And he had, hey, that's awesome. And he had, was it Matt Menard? Yeah, Matt Menard in a submission as well. And so Eddie wanted them to win by submitting Jericho, but Claudio got the submission before him. And so there was a little bit of a thing at the end.
Some saltiness.
Like, motherfucker, how you gonna steal my limelight? You
ain't steal nothing. Yo, it was at the same time his man just happened to tap faster.
Yes.
You should have did something more.
He was yanking that arm. He was like, let's go, motherfucker, let's go.
It wasn't enough to make Jericho tap.
It wasn't enough. Yes, I will call him Claudio, because calling him Claudio Castellani and then saying Blackpool Combat Club is too much for my Latin tongue. I can't take it. So
imagine if you would have been an English school teacher.
Say what?
I thought, imagine if you was an English school teacher.
I would. How dare you?
Is Claudia here? Oh, my bad.
Real slow. That's all. Hey, y'all, check out my shirt. Yeah, that's Thunder Rosa, Street Fighter.
Who's on the bottom?
Huh?
Is that Chun-Li?
Yeah.
The other one. Yeah. Oh wait. No, she got. Is that Chun-Li?
No, she got boxing gloves on.
Yeah, that's not Chun-Li.
Maybe it is. I'm gonna ask my husband.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird. Anyway, y'all decide who the fuck is this? Who that?
I don't know.
All right.
Hey, wait, question. I never bought an AEW shirt, right? How's the quality?
Not bad. I've had quite a few. I've had quite a few shirts. They have not faded. Of course, you got to be careful when you wash them. You know, because with any shirt, it might shrink. But mine haven't because I wash them on cold and I dry them on low. So,
well, all of them.
My shirts, yeah, all of my clothes. I don't want my clothes to shrink. So yeah.
I put them all on warm.
Really? I put it on low, and it just takes longer, but yes. So everyone, starting with neck bone tone, it's Sakura. So there you go. Ryu student, and I didn't know that was Ryu student. Sir, okay. So Sammy took a crazy bump off the top. There's somebody always flies off the top of a cage. So
at least this is better than Jericho's.
Right. This one was way better and right person because Sammy's crazy. So if anybody was gonna do that.
Yo, neck bone says she shrinks fine though. Yo, you be messing up your man clothes. That's crazy.
I do not. That was in the past. Move on.
Oh, just get over it, huh?
Spot and shit. Damn, T. I thought we were here. Okay. Listen, that Sammy flew off, backflip off the top. Well, he got pushed, right? And he landed on 2 tables. He did tweet today that he is alive. So thank God. Because I was like, oh shit, rip. That's number one. Everybody was bleeding. At one point, Moxley's Band-Aid looked like a flap of skin. And we were like, oh, he's dead.
You know, Eddie Kingston is starting to become a walking GIF.
Why do you say that?
Like, he just does all this shit that just makes you, like, GIF his shit. Like, he just walks in with the kendo stick.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Like, he'd be like, F you, fuck you, fuck you. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Like, he was so nonchalant. Just
beat everybody out the way like flies.
Yeah.
So
like, Kyle was so nonchalant.
Kyle was like, what the fuck's going on? Kyle, you must have stepped away. So I was showing off my shirt, and then because it's Thunder Rosa Street Fighter, apparently this is Sakura. And
he turned his shirts into belly shirts.
Sonny was like, are the shirts good? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you know, they'll shrink if you don't wash them well. And then Tony said that I shrink his shirts. I agree with you, Courtney. I just want to see his muscles. So there you go. Anyway.
Oh, no. She ain't giving you that 80s crop top, is she? Oh, no.
No.
When you raise your arms, wait. When you raise your arms, does everything just come up? Like, oh, Lord.
Stop lying. Look. All right. So the Blackpool Combat Club won. Okay. Santana got injured. Ortiz needs to grow his hair back. I can't. You hear me, people? I can't do it. His head is
just
huge.
Like wears like a. What if he like wears a joint like my thing or something like
It'll
that?
It'll come off while he's wrestling. His fucking head is perfectly round. I don't think I ever seen a head that's that fucking round. It's like perfect. But then he colored it chocolate, so he looked like an M&M of some sort. I was just like,
so what? Should we just like put 3 holes in his head, use them as a bowling ball?
No, that would have worked because it looked perfectly round. I'm like, is that his head? Like, he needs his hair. I'm sorry. I can't do it, y'all. I cannot do it. He needs his hair. So I don't know how you feel about that.
So he's the number 8 billiard ball now, right?
He turned into the 8. So Ortiz fucking lost all this weight, got muscular, stopped doing his funny shit when he's wrestling, and cut off all his hair. This ain't Ortiz no more. This ain't Ortiz. What did you think about Blood and Guts?
I do miss him saying the best. I do miss him saying that. But yeah, Blood and Guts was dope. I mean, like I said in the beginning of the show, there's just one thing I don't like. I don't like people coming in one at a time. I hate that. It's like, because yes, it's always lopsided, and then come back, and then it's lopsided, and it's just like, look, man, just every time, just have both one person of each joint come in at one time. I think that'd be better.
Yeah.
But after that, the rest of the match, fire.
Excellent. Sammy, of course, came in first, and he came up against
Claudio.
You see me looking down, looking for the name.
Yeah,
Claudio.
I saw you. Mm-hmm.
Against Claudio, and that match, that size difference was huge. I was like, Jake Hager should have came out, but that would have been too obvious, right? So,
well, they wanted to save it because they wanted to do the Claudio Hager battle like a little bit later on. Then.
And the reason why they were coming in sporadically like that was because they had like some bet or some flip or something, and Jericho's Appreciation Society won, so they got, to get the advantage on a 2-on-1. And I agree with you. It would have been better if they would have came in at the same time. But I do like the singular entrances because you get to see a little bit of wrestling before everything goes crazy. And then you're looking at the TV like this because you don't know where to look. But to me, it was an excellent, excellent match. I'm so happy with who won. I'm so upset that Santana got injured. And Kyle, I am not washing his clothes. This was from the past.
but no, I think what's the name? Santana. We just gotta wait and see because it might not even be that bad.
It might not be that bad. And No Neck Bone Song has a theory. Okay, so I've been hearing a lot of whispering that Santana wants to leave AEW. He's not happy. And I know it has to do with them not getting the belts. Anybody can tell me whatever they want, but Santana and Ortiz have always been champions. No matter what promotions they've hit, they've become champions. So for them to be here for this amount of time and see other people getting the championships and them being so close every fucking time and never getting it, I can get why he can feel like, okay, I'm done. But
because they should have had the tag titles. Like Young Bucks having it a second time is completely unnecessary.
I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. But the theory is that he's not really injured. He's pretending to be injured so that he doesn't have to wrestle at AEW anymore. So until his contract expires. So I don't know. I really don't know. I really have no clue.
I hope it's not true because I don't see them being bigger anywhere else.
Agreed.
Like if let's say they somehow went to WWE, they'd be complete watered down versions of themselves, and they'd probably be made a joke.
Yes.
They go back to Impact, or and it's a lower brand.
Exactly.
Every place else, like Ring of Honor, Ring of Honor is just a subsidiary of AEW at this point.
And that would be better than nothing because you would still be involved with the AEW product, but I don't want them to. I think that these guys are beyond due the tag belts. See the stupidity of putting it back on Young Bucks when you have a million tag teams. You are the company that is known for their tag teams because that is what you have the most of. And you are recycling tag wrestlers for the belts. You don't have to recycle. You have a long line of tag teams waiting for this shit.
Plus, it's like, all right, and I'm gonna say this. They're recycling these same Caucasians. And it's like, okay, you got Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. They could be champions. You gave the Lucha Bros a joint for a hot second. You got Keith Lee. Yeah. Keith Lee and Shane Strickland. You got all of these great tag teams that, you know, of course, you know, Santana Ortiz, which should be next in line, but you keep hot potatoing it between the Young Bucks
and FTR.
Well, not hot potatoing and FTR. And like now FTR got all the damn titles.
They have 3 belts. So I mean, you can kind of tell where they're going with this. Because I was telling my husband, I was like, I think they're gonna give FTR the belts again, and then they're gonna have 4 belts. And I think that's what they want to do. And I'm like, cool, but they don't really need the AEW belts.
No.
Put it on somebody else. And it makes me very upset when they make moves like this, and I don't like really get what they're doing or why they're doing it. But you know, I fear also that there might be animosity of some sort at this point starting up because of everything, you know, the newer people that are coming from WWE getting shots before they do. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of politics. And, you know, there might be some truth to Santana wanting to leave, but if Santana and Ortiz break up, my heart's going to hurt. So, but anyway, that was Blood and Guts. Let's really quickly, because I said we were going to go over injuries really quickly. Let's just start naming these people, starting with Omega. So we got Omega. We got Punk.
He'll be back soon.
Who?
Omega.
You think he'll be back soon? Yeah, because he said he initially thought he'd be back for Forbidden Door, so he wasn't able to. He did say, though, in a Fightful interview, that if he experiences another setback, he is done with wrestling. So, because he said this has been the worst experience, his rehab. So it's been really, I mean, he left with a plethora of injuries. Yeah. It wasn't one injury, it wasn't 2. He left.
But that was for him. Yeah, but that was him going nonstop at New Japan first and then coming over and going nonstop here. So he never really took that time out to.
Yeah, because he said he thought he thought he could do it. He said he thought he could do it. He thought he could make it, you know, and be fine. And he felt like he wanted to take it until he lost the belt. And that's what happened. And fine. You know, and you got to give this guy credit. Like, he broke his body to entertain people. And now he's paying for it. So
even if he's going one more year, he comes back and it's going to be the biggest thing ever.
And that's the thing he said. He said there's a lot of pressure on his return because he goes, other people will get injured. And when they come back, the expectancy is here. He's like, but him being who he is, when he comes back, people are going to expect him to come back up here. And he said, I can't come back the way I was. It's impossible. My body can't do the things it used to because of all the things that he had to go through. And, you know, and he said, and people are going to curse me out and tell me to go to hell and die like a lot of people did before. So I was like, that's fucked up, but people are fickle.
I feel like it's going to be more like, you know, like Daniel Bryan. Like Daniel Bryan had to change his style, you know, to because he was getting a lot of concussions the way he was wrestling before.
Brian
and so
Danielson.
Now he's Brian Danielson. And so he has to change his style to be more safe. You know, Omega might have to slow down a tad bit, but he's still like him at 75% is still better than 90% of the wrestlers out there.
That's right. So okay. Then you got Punk's injury, Brian Danielson, Scorpio Sky, Anthony Bowens.
Now Scorpio's coming back. Like Scorpio is fighting
Wardlow
on, isn't it Rampage?
Next week.
Okay.
Dynamite.
So
So Scorpio's about to be uninjured. Orange Cassidy just came back from injury. Trent just came back from injury like a couple of months ago with not just because he came back when Chris Allender came back. I know there's more people out. I'm just trying to think of who. Oh, Red Velvet. Red Velvet's injured. Sky Blue is injured. She was injured by Marina Shafir. Who else? These people have the injury bug right now. I think that one of the reasons why a lot of people are getting injured is because you're not resting people. You have them doing major matches on a Wednesday or a Sunday and coming back and wrestling on Wednesday again. And some of these people that you're trying to do that to, they're older. They can't take it. They need to rest in between major big ass matches like that. And I think that's why.
Well, actually, I disagree with that one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, because I was reading damn, who did I hear the interview from? I can't remember if it was the Young Bucks or whomever. Somebody, I think it was the Bucks, but it was like, no, like think about the WWE system where they had to do like 3 house shows, that and a pay-per-view in a week. So they was consistently doing it. And what the Bucks were saying was because they wrestle so few between, their body has to get readjusted every time they got to take a bump now. So it's like their body gets callous the more they do it. So if they're wrestling 3-4 times a week, their body is so used to taking those bumps, it's fine. But if you wrestle one day and then you won't wrestle for a week or two, your body is starting all over again, and that pain is terrible, like crazy. So they was like, because they're not wrestling as much, it might become that. No, it was Dave Meltzer said that shit.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I don't think so. Just because you know, Bryan Danielson aside, because his shit was a freak accident that he got injured.
So was it the leg or was it?
Yeah, I believe it was the leg. Yeah. So, you know, and he's not going to be out for a long time, Bryan Danielson. I don't know how long Punk's going to be out. Anthony Bowens.
He's going to be gone for like 2 to 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens is going to be back probably in a couple of months, like maybe by September. Don't know Santana because his actual injury hasn't been stated. I don't know about Red Velvet. Sky Blue got a concussion. So, you know, and I'm pretty sure there's a few more that I'm forgetting. But yeah, that's what I think. I just think, you know, sometimes the injuries come from overuse and you're in your 40s. Body can't really take those bumps like that.
But Sky Blue is in her 20s. I mean, I just think that.
So that's different.
No, it's the same. I mean,
her head got fucked. Like her head got bumped into cement. Like
part of the game. But I mean, like the thing is with wrestling, there's always going to be a portion of people that get injured, and like in like 2 or 3 months, half of that list is going to be back.
Yeah, and I'm ready for it. I hope they come back well, really well.
And it's kind of a good thing too, anyway, because it gives people the people that, you know, were not being used to be put in that place and be seen while they're going.
An opportunity to shine, like Dante Martin, while his brother's been injured. He's been given.
Would you have guessed that run Dante had with his brother going? Like, if his brother was still there, it would.
Rhea Ripley has a concussion. So yes, yeah, she has a concussion.
Hopefully she's okay.
Listen, concussions can be serious because you can suffer side effects from them a year later. Like you could be fine, and a year later, that concussion. I had a concussion last year, and I feel like my memory has gone downhill since then. Like it's been really bad. So concussions are no joke. They really are.
I had one like 10 years ago. Yeah, like it was like, I felt like I didn't even know I was in this world for a minute.
No, you know, your brain, like it gets shaken up. Like that's what the concussion is. And some people get the shaken with like fractures. It just, you know, so I didn't have none of that. But when people say, oh, they have a concussion, take that with a grain of salt because it's not like, it's just a concussion. That shit is no joke. Mm-hmm. So when people get like multiple concussions, I'm like, ooh, take a break because your brain needs to heal. Like that's crazy. All right, do you know what time it is? It's hot seat time. It is hot seat time. It is time for the questions that you love to answer. So, Sonny, you got 4 questions in total because you have 3 plus a bonus. I'm gonna start you easy. And then we're going to get a little difficult. Ready? Your first question. Would you rather say I love you to everyone you meet and speak to every day for the rest of your life, or never be able to say I love you to anyone for the rest of your life?
I say I love you to everybody. I love you. I love you, Courtney. I love you, Dominican Lou. I love you, Anna. I love you, Tone. Love all y'all.
We love you too. So
love is wonderful. I tell everybody I love them.
I told you I was gonna start you off easy. Here we go. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
When?
Really?
It gives me the opportunity to make sure I get everything I need to fucking do done before it happens.
I mean, that's true. A lot of people don't get that. Only if you're like terminally ill do you have an idea. Bye, Kyle. Thank you for dropping by. Don't forget the dates. Anyway.
Nah, because my thing is, if I know when, then cool, I complete plan. If I know how, now every time like you go, you're gonna die in a car accident. I'm gonna be terrified to get in the car. Like,
that's
oh,
true. I never thought about that. You're gonna die by drinking something. You're gonna die of thirst because you're like, if I drink this, I'm gonna die. Like, yeah.
So what if they say you're gonna die of drinking, drinking something, and then you do nothing and say, you know what, I'm only gonna drink water, but then somehow there's something in that fucking water.
No, you're right. I'd rather know when. Correct. Mm-hmm. That is right. I'd rather know when. You're right. Because then you're gonna die in the shower. Well then. I'm gonna be one stinky
nasty.
I'm gonna be a nasty person. Jesus. Here we go. Would you rather only have oral sex for the rest of your life or only have intercourse for the rest of your life? These questions.
Intercourse. I mean, look, not everybody got good head game. So, I go ahead and at least, at least the cootie cat gonna be Gucci. We gonna go ahead and make it rock. Shit, man. Give me the butt. What you talking about, man? Shit. I ain't motherfucker talking about some damn head. You got some teeth on my shit. Man, please. No.
Well, there are some girls and some women that are no joke.
Yeah, they decent, but the cootie cat don't lie. And so,
He said the cootie cat.
And so we gonna mess with the intercourse. Let's go. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This shit, I want that thing. I don't want this. What the hell? Go ahead and go wash your mouth out. It's cool.
Cootie cat. Okay. Oh, God's funny. Okay. And your bonus question.
Oh, none of this is hard, but come on.
Dominican Lou. You got some reactions from the men.
Yo, look. Ain't none of these hard for me because I'm an open book. I'll talk about anything. So
all right. Well, here's your bonus question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather always eat old food, but it's food you love, or always eat fresh food, but it's
old food you hate? Anyway, look. If it's old, that's cool. Throw that bitch in the microwave. We good.
So old food that you like.
Now, wait a minute. Now, when you say old, are you talking about like molded?
Not moldy, but it's been in there for like a week and you just...
Oh, please, man. Give me some cold pizza. I'm cool. Shit. You tripping. Come on, I'm going to get some fresh bullshit. Come on. What the hell?
Fresh bullshit.
Yeah. Go give me some fresh liverwurst. Like, no. Give me that old mac and cheese, baby. I want that.
Oh, my.
Yes.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, y'all heard it here first. Give him old food he loves. All right?
Yeah.
People, that was the show. Thank you guys in the chat for joining. I had a blast, Sonny. Thank you so much for coming on. This was so much fun. You were so funny. Everybody agrees with you on the old food. Old food. You can reheat. It's still good. Just eat around the mold. These are comments in the room. Anyway, again, y'all, if you don't follow Sunny Midnight, please do at Midnight EXP17 across all platforms. And the link to his Nothing is Off Limits with a Z podcast is in the description. So make sure you do yourself a favor and give this man a subscribe and a follow. Thank you, Mr. Sonny, for coming on my show. Much appreciated. I had a great time. Good night, everyone. Maddie gonna go.
Wait.
Oh,
Don't forget the SoundCloud, Midnight EXP, Sunny Midnight. Listen to the music. Also, on my 10th episode on here, we need to do something special. Got to do something nice.
yes. I got to see who got longer here, Lou or Sunny. We're going to find out. All right, y'all. It's been great. Peace out. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling. Back.